Good day, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Prefrontal Touring. This episode, we try out the new camera mount, take a ride with our great friend Al, and talk about what 2020 means for the Prefrontal Tour. Stay tuned. More and more, it looks like 2020's Prefrontal Tour will be an exploration of equipment and a series of short videos instead of a 2 to 3 week trip across the country and back, documented by a running blog. Past Prefrontal Tours are still available at 2018prefrontaltour.blogspot.com and 2019prefrontaltour.blogspot.com, and I reserved the domain names for 2020 and 2021 Prefrontal Tour as a placeholder. But it looks like the response to COVID will subvert our opportunities to travel this year. Campgrounds and hotels are spotty, and based on local ordinances that are difficult or impossible to foretell, and some borders are still completely closed. Targets for the 2020 and future tours that we've discussed include Vancouver, which is maybe half available, at least for U.S. residents, but major sites are still untraversable up that way, with Glacier National Park still being closed for east to west traffic. Alaska was discussed, but with no U.S. traffic allowed into and out of Canada for recreational purposes, that seems unlikely, unless we take the ferry and miss all the good stuff along the west coast of Canada. A multi-year corner-to-corner is a possibility, but not without significantly more seat time to work our way up to it. That would be Key West to Seattle or San Diego to Presque Isle, Maine. We're more likely to make weekend jaunts, especially now that half of us are gainfully employed, and employment opportunities continue to grow ever so slowly coming out of the response to COVID. As you might be able to tell, the new camera mount is a 2-inch ram ball mount on the left handlebar using the clutch reservoir mount point. The camera is steady in this position, and I'm going to leave out the post-processing to remove motion in this video, relying solely on the camera's ability to do that. It is annoying having the Easy Pass transponder mounted in the way, plus the console and the windshield vent make it feel claustrophobic, so the next thing is to try a 6-inch mount, and we'll see where that gets us when it comes in. The camera was easy to see and operate in this position at least, even if I did have to look under my glasses and visor to tell what state it was in once in a while. Here we're pulling up to meet Al, our great friend from the other side of the lake. Al rides a Harley Fat Boy, although that doesn't help me much as I don't know the difference in Harley models all that well, but I am learning. That makes this ride the first installment of my new show, Sons of Gravity, an American crime drama web series following the loosely knit riding club of old men, ravaged by time and gravity's inexorable tug as they struggle to keep their bikes upright and keep other things where they belong. Younger men just wouldn't understand. Al and I took advantage of a beautiful morning to ride north up the west side of Lake Norman to a small town called Taylorsville, right at the foot of the Blue Ridge Mountains and the Pisgah National Forest. We turned east on Highway 64 and worked our way over and back down the east side of the lake, past the headquarters for Lowe's Home Improvement in Mooresville, then through the quaint towns of Davidson and Huntersville before parting ways. I shot across Route 73 at the base of the lake and back up to the Denver area for a total of 3 hours, about 116 miles and over 5,500 feet of elevation. Overall, a successful day and several hours of wind therapy where nobody got hurt and everybody made it home. That concludes another episode of Prefrontal Touring. We're glad to have you along. Thanks for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Until then, take care.